they hear us?
They can.
Well, let's get our audio right. Why don't we let's harmonize?
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wow.
Cha cha cha.
Ah cha cha. All right, we're starting a barbershop quartet. We just need one more.
That's Joe, but he just glares at the audience.
Joe's our
But
ninja
then
Brian.
comes in with the bo bo bo.
Actually, yeah, that does fit.
Exciting news. Wait, did I miss when Oigel subbed?
That was last show.
Shit, I must have missed that.
I called it out if you guys both missed it. No worries.
I need to play New God of War. She does. New God of War and New God of War 2 is good. How are you guys?
I'm good.
I'm here.
Hell yeah.
I'm drifting.
Well, you better get back into lane, buddy. We got a show to do.
Yeah, I'll get there.
I believe you. I believe you.
How are you, Sheriff? We never ask you that.
You do.
For good reason.
You do. I just give the same answer of, I'm here. I'm doing fine. Had a pretty
Happy to hear it.
pretty sleepy day, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I got some news that might shock you awake.
Uh-oh.
I discovered something today that kind of like rocked my world.
Like, to the core?
Yeah, to the core memory.
Oh no. I shudder to think.
You all know Mandela effect, right? Like Berenstain Bears. Everybody remembers it one way, but it turned out there was another. There's the everybody thinks Sinbad was in a movie called Shazam, but it turns out it was Shaq in a movie called Kazam. I don't even remember which way is right anymore with that one.
That was a plot on an episode of Inside Job. Like, no joke, that's like what they used to explain the premise of its own episode.
I'm not even familiar with what that is.
A
Inside
really good
Job?
show that Netflix dropped. We can talk about it after we get started.
Yeah, because like we were talking before the show, and like it sounds like we both had experiences with this.
Yeah, so I was actually talking to my painting teacher, and he apparently he's on a warpath to correct a couple myths. So I was kind of surprised by one of them, and at first I thought he was just fucking with me.
What's that?
Oh, it was about, you know how okay, there's the popular misconception that Van Gogh ripped off his whole ear. And the correction is that he only took off a little piece of it. It turns out, what everyone gets wrong about that story is the whole method of how he lost that chunk of his ear.
Oh.
Huh.
I thought it was just in a paint-fueled rage or whatever.
I
We've
think
all
that's
been there.
yeah. I think that's why this was my painting teacher, and I think he wanted to correct the story because of that reason.
Uh-huh.
Because he hates the idea of like he was really big on paint safety, so he gets annoyed when people bring that story up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, so is he suggesting that Van Gogh did not eat paint?
That I don't know, but apparently, when he was trying to, I don't know if it was like set the record straight or just argue with somebody at a showing for one of his pieces, but apparently some lord or count, I don't exactly know what the hell the dude was. Apparently he was arguing with Van Gogh, and when Van Gogh started to, argue with the guy and raise his voice, the dude's little lapdog fucking leapt from the guy's arms and took off a chunk of his ear. And the
Oh,
cover
geez.
story was that he tried to give it to his wife because he didn't want to tell anybody what actually happened, because it was, a bad look with potential clients if, hey, I got pissed at this guy and his dog attacked me, because the other royalty probably wouldn't buy from him.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it was just a fucking cover story.
He's just embarrassed.
He's just a little guy.
It's okay.
But yeah, no, I think it was the fact that it was like a lapdog and not like a big dog that made the difference in that one.
Right. What, do you guys have some examples of,
Yeah, I actually wanted to illustrate mine, so I think it'll kind of send it home.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, we can do that. So I guess,
So,
just make that a problem.
yeah, let me just get into it.
Sure.
Oh, shit, I didn't start a time lapse on this.
Kind of like I'm basically doing a demonstration here.
Yeah, please, I'll let you
I'll kinda-
cook. Yes, chef.
Yeah.
Oh, whenever you guys are
Good.
ready. I got 30 on the clock. Hopefully by
I
then.
mean, let's just go through it.
Okay, yeah. Just show me what you got.
Okay, so you know what this is, right?
I can't lie. I am familiar.
All right, what is it?
It's a clue.
Yeah, it's a clue. And then you're gonna have you get a better brush. You're gonna have blue back here, kinda putting it up on your screen.
Yeah, I'm getting out my handy dandy notebook right now.
Yeah. So yeah, easy peasy. So that's how it always looked. At least that's what I thought. Because blue's always drawn with like 3 toes, and the clue always had 3 things. Because I had a handy dandy notebook, and I always drew it with 3.
Right. I mean, it's a dog.
And I don't know if it's from the reboot, but anything I can find shows 4 toes.
No.
Uh-huh. But that doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god, Yeah, that just looks like he... Okay, that makes me think that he's, Steve is just making these up. He's just finger painting them. I don't think he's seen a dog.
No, the 4th toe, I mean, it makes sense because dogs got 4 toes, but Blue does not. Blue's always had 3.
Right.
Blue still has 3 toes, but
Yeah.
unless the underside is shown and then, I guess, grows a 4th toe now? But I was looking, I even looked up old clips, and
They had a whole
there's 4
episode.
now.
They had a whole episode about the 3. I don't get it.
So that was kind of jarring, so I'm like,
Right.
that did not track for me. I wish I had kept my handy-dandy notebook to, to show my incredible drawings from back then.
Yeah, unfortunately, it had to be accepted into the police custody as evidence.
Oh yeah, but, I mean, the shading on that murder victim from such a young age, I was pretty proud of myself.
It really jump-started your
But-
career.
For real though, like, it was always 3.
Yeah.
Dakota, did you ever watch Blue's Clues? Do you remember this? It's like enough
Dude.
that it was like a core memory for you.
Only the sound Blue makes. I know it wasn't one of the ones I saw. enough. Yeah. Like, I remember that distinctly, but that's about it. If I said I remembered what that looked like, the fucking thing, I'd be lying.
That was always iconic, and I don't know, like I know it's like a small detail, but to have one small detail just slightly change, it's like uncanny.
Yeah, I mean it's like the cornerstone of the brand, you know. You got the blue dog with the blue paw print.
If anyone can find a three-toed paw print like merchandise or something from like an old show out there, please send it our way.
Yeah, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter, on Discord, just any way that you can get our attention to show us that, because it's now it's gonna keep me up. Travis, that looks like a ball sack.
Blue looks like a ball sack.
You're not helping the case. Yeah.
Noticed this over the weekend, and I brought it up to you guys. And I don't know, it stuck with me.
Have you been able to sleep since?
Not enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's for other reasons.
Fair.
I'm just doing my best to colorize the incident.
You're gonna document it?
Yeah. This is what I imagine the little bastard. They don't fucking say what breed it was, but he just takes his ear.
What do you think he did with
Yeah,
it?
Small Dog's got something to prove.
What were you asking, Aaron?
What do you think the dog did with it?
Probably fucking chewed on it. It's like a chew toy in the making.
Yeah, I mean, we give dogs pig ears nowadays.
The one thing
They
I
love
don't
stuff.
The one thing he couldn't answer was if Van Gogh, like, I don't know if he got it back from the dog. I'm assuming, because that's probably how the whole myth about him showing it, or not showing it, but giving it to his wife began. I'm assuming he would be like, hey.
Oh, I thought he sent it to somebody. At least that's what I heard.
Gotcha. I just, after hearing this, I assumed it was because he, like, showed somebody, like, hey, this dog took my fucking ear.
Yeah. And I mean, that's got to be drawing for anyone.
Yeah. So we both drew dogs, Travis. That's what this is really about.
What a nice
It's a weird
parallel.
through line.
Yeah, I'm deciding this is a really jacked little dog.
You know, just for that, you each get 1 point.
Oh, yeah.
Just for your dog parallels.
Getting those puppy points.
That's right.
How's everybody out there in chat doing tonight?
Yeah, what are you up to? How's your week been, chat? Did you do anything
rocking your
fun?
world?
Yeah. Dakota, I heard from a little special someone that you had some interesting times this week. And anything you want to go over? Any movies you see?
What?
Did you see any movie recently?
Over a week ago.
What movie was that?
It was Guardians 3. So it was like, this was like a long time ago. And that's why it's like,
I was just pulling for conversation. I didn't talk to anyone.
No. I was just letting you suffocate on that dead air there, because I wasn't. Sorry, when you said my weekend, I got flashbacks
to your weekend.
My brother's graduation, his graduation party, and my tire inexplicably falling flat between the two.
Yeah, so you got plenty to pull from.
Yeah, the stem just fucking goodbye. Just decided I'll leave.
It's like, all right, I'm out.
Places to be.
The place was the side of the road.
Yeah, you should have pulled over and let it out.
Apparently. Just a bad tire owner. I'm gonna hide this Van Gogh story time thing. Draw my life from the grave. I can't fucking think of what we're doing next.
Good.
Oh, right, never mind.
Surprise for you.
Nope, I remember.
It's even better because you're supposed to bring something for it.
I actually prepared today.
Okay.
And
Bullshit. I'll believe it when I see it.
I can pop it up on stream right now, which actually might have to happen for a second regardless.
Uh-oh.
Then I won't look.
It wasn't even on the page that you can, get spoilers. What's up, Nevins? You already missed our story time about what they were, though.
Yeah. I mean, anything look on or off about this, Nevins? Shout it out in the chat. Sing it to the world. The world needs to know.
I think I see one thing about yours, Travis, but it could be that you're not done.
No, blue sees between dimensions.
Oh, it's not that.
Yeah, I just haven't drawn that.
Yeah. The robot arm.
No, blue's always been a three-legged dog, right?
Yeah, but one of them was robotic.
Yeah, we're going across the blue universe now.
Talking about how blue sometimes has 3 toes and sometimes has 4. You're sort of there.
Mm-hmm.
You see, from my memory, we'll recap again real quick, because this has got to make it a VOD still, is that blue always had 3 toes.
Yeah.
And, like, all the branding had 3 toes, and I could have sworn, like, because they would make, like, pillows of the paw prints, and they had, like, she always had, like, 3 toes on the footprint, on the clue. Just gonna add these spots real quick, and then we can move on from it. Actually get into our prompts.
I've just started drawing in protest of you taking up all of our time with your weird facts.
Yeah, I mean, the truth needs to be known, Dakota. I'm telling my truth.
That's... Have fun, buddy. That's, you know what? Good job, sport. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
No problem.
I don't feel demeaned at all.
Why would you?
On this show, never.
I went the hue's a little green, but you get the idea. Anyway, let's get into the prompts.
Oh, thank you, Nevins. That is very strange, though.
Alright, so...
It's always weird. I remember Dakota as handsome, but then...
Oh... Don't do this.
Maybe I'm misremembering?
Not live on Twitch.
No, you're a very handsome boy.
Thank you. My ego needs this. Although, dude,
those cheeks, if they were here in the room.
That's alright. Somebody else already inflates my ego.
Fellas, calm down. This is a...
No!
Okay.
We're practicing for the alley episode. Leave us out of this. Or you stay out of this. I'm flustered.
I'll leave you in it, but we got a show to run.
Yeah, we'll tell that to Mr. Mandala Effect over here.
We gotta start our prompts. Come on.
I'm sorry, I thought it was a big find.
And you know what? I had the cool Van Gogh thing that Nevins will never know about unless he watches our VOD on YouTube. But that's irrelevant.
Did you guys do your homework?
Anyway, we're doing
I did my homework,
We
Dad.
did.
Good.
We're gonna go across the universe. universe
Would
is.
have been another one. Oh man. It's okay. It's okay. Next time. Sorry, I'm taking live notes.
Now, why don't you give us a rundown of how this is going to play out?
Sure. So, here I have 2 settings that I'm going to give you guys, and I want each of you to take a character and give the other person that character to put in that setting. I think out of fairness, I'll have you guys give your characters first, so that
Yeah, I
you're
was
not
thinking the exact
influenced.
opposite.
Oh well.
Because I have characters to choose from, and I was going to give the best one based on universe.
Okay. Well,
Ooh. We took different approaches here. That's all. I'm just saying. I picked a character I think Travis would like no matter this time.
okay.
Ah,
Well then, I think it works out if we do it the way Travis wants it, and it won't make a difference for
I
you.
get my way again!
That's right.
Yeah, what else is new?
Long live little Lord Fauntleroy. Roy.
Well, now I know I have never heard of this lord. Doesn't know his own name.
Scribes
I was
couldn't
trying to
even
work
put it
my
on
last
paper.
name into there. That's right, Nevins. Baby gets what he wants, and nobody can put me in a corner.
Yeah, squeaky baby gets the grease.
I
Use this
wanna.
baby and let's go.
I can't see the. Oh no.
So Dakota, the universe I've given you is a fan favorite of ours, Donkey Ollie.
What?
Donkey Ollie.
Unironically, what? I'm not like. What the fuck is that?
Go ahead and give it a Google.
I'm having like the reason I need help is because I'm not sure how I fucking donkey.
Donkey like the animal, and then
Donkey.
OLLIE?
I think IE.
Why is it bloody?
What?
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 Did they have
Oh.
a crucifixion episode?
That one
Donkey
is.
Ollie 4 Blood and Honor.
I don't know what that one's about. That one's
Like-
that one's not real.
A
They're-
quarter
they're-
of my search results are
No, they're mandala
Okay.
affecting you.
okay. It's bad
It's
Christian 3D CGI, right?
Yep.
Yes.
you got it.
There are so many bloody Donkey Ollies.
Yeah, I think that's maybe like a birth episode.
No, I'm scooting this over here.
Don't do the blood one.
No,
Don't.
this
No.
It's like most of the first results, though.
Yeah, I
you
don't.
can't.
I
tell
don't
me
know. I don't.
This wasn't made in Spore.
Okay. Listen,
This is a Spore creation.
that is.
Yeah, we can't tell
Yeah.
you that because we have no idea what engine they built this in. They made this show.
This is way. I
Oh
think
my
Spore ripped off
God.
Donkey Ollie. I'm being honest.
All right. Let me find something where he's not fucking battle torn.
And-
There's the picture of him next to Jesus that kind of gives you a good idea of.
God, it's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, because he was the donkey that Jesus rode into town.
Yeah. And the one they
I-
crucified him to.
This is all news to me. Everything that's been happening.
He betrayed Jesus with a kiss.
Bestiality of the original sin.
Ah, the forbidden apple. Forbidden asshole.
No wonder it was a snake that ruined it all.
Travis, I fear yours isn't gonna be as much fun in terms of reveal, but I still think the art style will be fun. It's Bugs Bunny.
So like Looney Tunes.
Yes,
Ooh.
but specifically like older animation, because I think Looney Tunes is like what, 90s? or is it newer or older?
Are you talking about like the original Looney Tunes from like the 60s, 70s?
Yeah, they go back far.
Oh, do they go back far? Well, then never mind. I'm probably thinking of a newer version, like my
We
version.
might be thinking like 90s would have been like the Space Jam kind of iterations.
Right?
And the design changed slightly over time.
Yeah, before Baby Looney Tunes. I'm thinking like old Bugs Bunny shorts.
Yeah, that's one of my teachers
Yeah, like,
worked on
you're
Bugs
thinking
Bunny in
classic.
1970s.
Yeah.
You're thinking like, you know,
like the opera episode.
the barber sketch and
Yes.
the singing frog,
Yep.
that era.
The golden era.
Golden Age Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
That's right, we got some fresh minted Looney Tunes for you. Alright, Dakota, you got a character for me?
I do. Hold on. Yeah, I should give you it first, because you have options, and in case you hate me, I don't think you will, because like I said, I tried to be nice. Have you seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
Yeah.
The character I wanted to give you was David.
David?
Mm-hmm.
The main character.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I do like that. And no joke, Rebecca was on my list, so I'm glad you went first.
That's funny.
Well, I was gonna do, I thought about doing it, but I've drawn Rebecca kind of on the show once.
Yeah, I think it was a kill stream, or... No, it was for a prompt, but...
It was for a prompt. I did like a almost undeadish version. I don't remember the context. But when do I ever?
Yeah.
We could find it.
So, I'm gonna give you Gaara from Naruto.
Ooh.
Oh god, that actually kind of fits. No, why did you give me the character from the desert when we're dealing with something that has Jesus as a character?
At least the
Oh.
setting works.
Oh my god. All right.
I mean, I've got another one, but it'll be much harder.
No, Gaara, it fits, and
I've got another one for you, Travis, if you would rather go with my original pick.
I'm gonna do David, but what would you have had for me?
My
We're
original pick.
exploring the multiverse here.
Sure. It was the Tatami Galaxy.
Oh, the
but
main character? Oh, for the setting.
The setting, but I wasn't sure if that would be, and I don't want to just like, be like, oh, well, fuck, now I gotta do it. Too difficult for the time constraint.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. I think it would have worked because, like, it is ultimately, it's very simple. Like, it's very simple shapes and colors, but...
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to try to make this boy look plastic. That's
do.
what I'm gleaming from this.
Yeah.
That was the trick of it, because it's pretty simple.
What do you know about Blender?
Not a lot. This is giving me flashbacks to my fucking 3D animation course at community college, though.
At Jeffco?
Yeah, because there was a 3D program called Alice.
Oh.
I think gradients might be your friend here.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to make things look plasticky.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It was
bad gradients.
Yeah.
It was a critique I got once when I was
Were you just naturally doing it?
It was like one of the only things wrong on a good page, so it really stuck with me.
Huh.
But turns out sometimes you have to draw bad intentionally.
I don't know what to look for to find the right reference image, but I'll keep looking. We can start whenever.
Okay. Well, in that case, 3, 2, 1, draw.
Let me set up a new one. Don't forget the time lapse, Travis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I already got it all set up, baby.
Fine. I don't think I'm going to be doing the tailed beast because I got Gara and not the tailed beast. I am going with original show Gara and not like the post time skip one where he looks like a good lad. Oh, perfect. Sorry, I found an amazing reference for Gara's head shape.
If you look at the IMDb page, you can see the terrible way they made a donkey. Wait, what?
Let me get some
Oh,
rough, toony shapes here. But since we're doing kind of a universe crossing prompt here, would you like to know what could have happened in other universes where I gave you a different character?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
One of the options was Rebecca. Another was Lulu from Final Fantasy X.
Is that the
the
summoner?
belt girl, the black mage,
Yeah.
Okay. She's got the little
the Moogle or
Moogle. Thank you. I couldn't remember it.
yeah. It can be various things, but it starts off as a Moogle.
And then the last one I had for you was Polly Walnuts from The Sopranos.
Boy. What a wild trip to feel like I'm suddenly lucky. Okay, these fuckers have like super pronounced lips.
It looks like the Iron Giant. No, what it looks like is that guy from the what's his name, Gru. Less so now.
You
that
talking
you
about mine?
Yeah.
Gru from Minions.
Less so now that you added a mouth.
Yeah, I gotta find a way to do justice to both IPs here.
It's you don't know one of them at all.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say at all. You've been indoctrinated in American culture.
I have experience with religious shows.
With
Just not this
propaganda.
one.
How did we even stumble across Donkey Alley?
It was
Was
it was a local.
Was it at that con?
I want to say we found it on TV.
Yeah, I just remember it being on hotel TV at a convention one time.
I don't remember if that predates finding it just on like normal like charter. It was just on like a local Christian television or something like that.
I guess that would track. It would have been sought out at that point then.
Yeah.
After knowing about it. We certainly had a phase.
Yeah, we just found it on TV and it's so good bad that we just kept watching it. It's
and oh yeah, it was the same network that had Gerber.
Yep.
The children's food?
A low budget puppet show.
As opposed to the infamous high budget ones.
You mean Star Wars?
You know, like
I mean, actually.
Angel?
Did Angel have a lot of puppets?
There was one episode where he was turned into a puppet.
Oh yeah.
And that's like the only thing I know about that show.
I mean, you know, it's like a spin-off of Buffy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These eyes don't look right.
Tell me about it. Wait, I can't make the hair pointy. I have to make it like clay spikes.
Yeah. Or just kind of molded into one shape, sitting atop the head.
Oh, trust me, that is gonna have to be the case.
There we go. This seems Looney Tunesy. give him
Anime
a little,
hair. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
like a little nubbin of a chin, because that feels very Looney Tunesy.
I was just contemplating doing anime hair with like this weird clay texture that all of these characters have for hair.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, they were kind of forerunners. Projected what animation was going to be. All 3D, baby.
Disgusting.
When do you think this show came out, Travis?
How
old do you think?
2004.
Well,
No, that seems a little generous. I'm gonna say 2007.
okay, hold on. I wound up on the Wikipedia page for the donkey himself.
Because and I'll tell you my reasoning.
Sure.
Shrek came out in 2001. And I think for technology to kind of go down the pipes far enough to where it's accessible for a small network like that, it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So Shrek is my rock. Shrek is my metric there.
I think the answer is 2009. I'm still looking it up because it's not the easiest to find info about.
Yeah, well, I got some shapes here.
The Adventures of a Donkey? Is that what it was? No, that's a novel.
I saw that
Don't tell
somewhere.
me this was based off a fucking novel in the 1800s. No.
God, what is this?
Yeah, I think 2009, 2010 is about when it came out. It was only one season, surprisingly. And Donkey Ali is in every episode. Bet you wouldn't have expected that.
They didn't have any. They didn't really develop the plot lines of any of the other side characters.
Well, Sinning John is also in 13 episodes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think they needed a spin-off. I want to see a gritty Sinning John reboot.
That would be great, actually. Let's do it. Sinning John, what's he look like? I don't know. It doesn't.
Kind of like Max Payne.
Did you know Max Payne's face is actually the face of the writer?
I do now.
They did it again in a whatever game's coming out soon that they're doing. They did the whole put the writer's head on a face again. It looks a lot better, but it's funny that you're just seeing Max Payne's face. So
I don't know that I would be comfortable like using my face on a game I've made. Unless I were like just some kind of one-off gag on the side.
Mm-hmm. So in the credits, there's like, you know, Isaiah, Esau, and then they're singing Esau. What's weird is that they're singing Jesus. There's no regular Jesus. And singing Jesus is in every episode as well.
So that must be what that still is from, where he's standing next to Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's I think they do that in every episode, like a Sonic Says sort of thing.
Ripping off Sonic's bit.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to tell you how to live.
Yeah, they just show Donkey Alley hanging out by a wall, and then he graffitis the wall, and it says, Jesus saves.
Aaron,
Yes?
next time I'm harassing you on this show, this is why.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Honestly, this probably isn't even the most divisive episode we've had.
No.
But there's something special about how this struck me, and goddamn did it strike hard.
You can see the element of truth. You know, every time you've been saying that, I'm just seeing Gara's face, and it's perfect.
I have to redo it, though, because I've noticed a trend.
Oh, yeah?
They never have their mouth closed.
It's because people in Naruto don't shut the fuck up.
No, I meant the other one.
Oh, really? Huh.
Like, I see one with it kind of closed, but it's still, like, really big mouth. You can see the teeth.
Maybe if they closed the mouth, the teeth would have gone through the lips.
Could be.
Didn't turn off collision on mouth.
It just feels more like the show if I include the teeth and very clearly drawn back row. And then you could like actually see the depth of inside the mouth.
Travis, you made me think about if my mouth glitched and my teeth decided to like go further inside of my mouth than they're supposed to. I don't like that.
Oh. No, I don't like that either.
Backwards or
No, like they phase through each other and then like they're in my jaws. But like reversed.
top ones are coming out the bottom, bottom ones coming out the top.
And I'm like, that's a gross thought that I have to share because I want other people to feel my pain.
Yeah, that's got to be related to Schadenfreude.
Probably.
There's got to be a German word for that.
Being an asshole.
Sharing your pain.
Can we not do dental horror?
I'd like to, but I don't know, Psychonauts.
We cannot, but we also can.
Legitimately, can we not?
Okay, so no Dr. Lobato for you.
We'll save it for Halloween.
Okay. I'll cry.
Cool.
Good content, baby.
I want to have like a full-blown horror extravaganza.
Ooh.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sorry, unrelated. I'm figuring out how I want to do I'm trying to make sure I nail just how awful this is.
The eyes are especially awful. I will.
Yeah, and I think I'm trying to give Gara here the benefit of the doubt, and boy, are we gonna stop.
Oh yeah, he has to look soulless and dead. Which is weird for a Christian show.
No? Aaron.
Oh, I'm watching. I don't know what to fucking say. Like. Over the weekend, I watched a guy speedrun Breath of the Wild blindfolded.
That still just baffles me.
I know. Do you know how fucking long it took me to beat that game with sight? I mean, to be fair, do you know how long it took him to beat the game without? But that's less of a fun topic.
I watched him blindfolded, so you know who's the winner now.
Yeah.
You were blindfolded while watching him?
Yeah.
Really
he thought he was cool, and I showed him anyone can do it.
Yeah, you made a whole meta bit out of his playthrough. And now he looks like a chub.
Yeah. think you're fucking cool?
So the beginning of Breath of the Wild, you wake up and then you walk forward to a pedestal and pick up the little tablet that you have. Like that's the first thing you do in the game. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do that in the hour and a half that he beat the game. I think I'd just be wandering into a corner and just stuck.
Yeah, like also using a joystick, and I've never had really great joystick precision.
They let him use they let anyone doing it, but he used a special controller that the joystick was basically mapped to a D-pad.
Oh, okay.
Because that's just, in order to have precision, you have to do it that way.
Yeah.
When you can't see. But it meant that he could go in any of the 8 directions just perfectly.
That makes sense.
He would be counting, 20 up, 6 left, and then 15 up, and I'll be where I need to be. And
so, did he never glide?
He shield surfed at one point.
Jesus.
I know.
Wow.
It was so impressive. It may have been the most impressive thing over the week of speedruns. Because that even includes having to beat, 5 bosses. And do shrines. I didn't anticipate how difficult shrines are without sight.
Oh, I should say mild Edge Runner spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Yeah, that's true.
But, I mean, it's been out forever at this point, so if you haven't stolen it by this point, that's on you.
Right.
I wouldn't say go watch it, because fuck Netflix.
Yeah, don't support Netflix. It's a good show, and it feels bad not supporting the people behind it. I don't know.
I think this will either sink Netflix or help further the writer's strike if they just lose a whole bunch of support.
What's going on that Netflix is...
Netflix, Edge Runners is on Netflix. Netflix did that whole password sharing thing, and a bunch of Netflix's show writers are on strike right now. So, I mean, it's not immediately related, but...
It's just the fact that they've continuously been shitty.
You don't want to support somebody who's probably actively fighting the writer's strike.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't, some groundbreaking news I missed. Yeah.
No, I think Edge Runners was a one-off.
Oh, it was always going to be a one-off.
Oh, yeah, the way they ended it, I'm not shocked.
They said they weren't going to continue it. They weren't going to go back and do something.
I mean, they can always tell stories in that universe, but
they could.
I think they'll do that through the games.
Well, they said even if they went back and did more anime, this story with these characters is done. They're not going to show up as a cameo. It's done. And I'm you could show them, in the background and, drinking or something. That'd be fine, but...
Would it, Aaron?
Huh?
Would it be fine?
I think so.
Okay.
The only thing it would do is ground it in the timeline, which you would already want to do anyway.
Yeah.
No, I don't see...
I'm curious where it is. I always assumed it was before the game.
I would have to do research, but I think it is before the game.
Played the game at all, so I don't know if there's anything that really tethers them together except for World.
Barely anything.
Just a year before the game.
Okay.
Is the theory.
A game theory. Sorry.
That's true. But I would assume they would want to do it right before, or really close to, just for exposure.
Makes most sense, yeah.
Got about 10 and a half minutes.
Oh, good.
I'm just going to do what I can at that time and get the point across. As I draw a bayonet.
No, not Bayonetta.
Yeah, come on, Travis.
Oh shit.
Although Bayonetta in the Bugs Bunny world would be pretty fun too.
Yeah. It'd be like Jessica Rabbit, but with guns.
Yeah.
Because all females were lounge singers in that world.
And there were more lounges. So every world has sports. That's just like a common thing. People want to move around. People want to watch people moving around. What sport do you think they would have in this version of Bugs Bunny's world, or really any version of Bugs Bunny's world that isn't just hunting?
I think it would be some version of that.
Some version of hunting, like a laser tag type thing, or
Like if we're combining like the bleak futuristic future of bleak, I said future twice. Fuck.
Yeah,
the future of cyberpunk and the silliness of Looney Tunes,
Mhm.
then it'd be like Acme sponsored arena combat.
That could be pretty cool.
So it'd be like gladiators essentially, but they're fighting with anvils and pianos that are kind of given by sponsors.
And they don't really die,
And then
but they
no,
do.
they're just inflated back up with a bike pump at the end of every fight. Unless they're burst to smithereens, in which case they're put into a dustpan and then rehydrated.
I think that would be pretty funny. Dakota, do you have any ideas for yours?
Sports?
Yeah, what kind of moral lessons would we learn from Gara?
I mean, I have to assume it would be something about straying from the path of righteousness in Jesus Christ, and the donkey has to save the day with his sick graffiti.
Yeah. But what would Gara's story teach us? What biblical lesson would we learn from Gara?
What are his struggles? His
I think it would be about opening yourself up to others. I think he would be really guarded. And that would be his whole thing. Like, he doesn't want to open up to his pastor, so he's going to go to hell. You know.
because of the
The good
demon
old
inside
Christian
of him.
stories. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, he's literally got the devil inside of him.
Yeah. So do you think they would be coming to terms with the devil inside of him, or
No.
Oh, it'd be about casting him out.
okay, good. That was a test. You know, you can't live with the devil.
Well, you can.
Not
But
if
you
you
have
want
to
to
be
go
in one place in particular.
hell.
Yeah.
So if you want to live with the devil, you need to set yourself straight, because you shouldn't.
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Travis, think nothing wrong of this, but your picture kind of made me think of a cyberpunk Rayman.
No, I get that. The hands are detached currently.
Yeah, it rocks. I love it. For some reason, they gave Rayman shoulders.
Shoulders but no arms.
Yep. It's to hold all the ammo in his guns.
Yeah, they're ammo crates.
Ooh. What is Acme? Like, it's a real thing, isn't it?
It just means like the apex, like the best of the best.
Oh, okay. I've never heard it
And so
used
it was just
outside of that.
They use it in crosswords a lot.
Oh. It's just one of those words.
Yeah. I think it's not used as much because of Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
It took on a whole new context because of how culturally relevant Looney Tunes is.
Yeah, it would be
God
like
damn it.
if they used Apex, then we probably wouldn't use Apex because it just...
Yeah. But now we can't use it because of Apex Legends and how significantly popular that is, right?
Yep. You know, if there's one thing I've learned in my many years of watching games come out, don't call something the blank killer. Because it's just signing your grave.
But it does with Nintendo.
You're right, it dies.
And then gets bought by Nintendo.
I don't think there's been any big video game news recently. I think... Let me look up the Activision stuff. See if there's anything new about that. Oh, 13 hours ago. Nope. That's
In the meantime,
Nope, 13 hours ago didn't happen.
I had a jam-packed little weekend.
Oh yeah?
I think that's
tell.
why I'm so exhausted. So I mean, I can spread this out over the whole ding-dang episode. Friday, shouts out to Mom. Love you, Mom. Took us to go see Steve Martin and Martin Short. And that was really incredible. You know, it's old comics doing old comic things. But those two are, you know, genuinely funny entertainers. And like Steve Martin, like I always saw him in, I guess the roles I always saw him in growing up were, because he did like movies and it was a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
But like he's definitely a stageman. And it shows so well. And he and Martin Short just put together like this whole stage show that's really incredible. And I mean they're both very, very funny, talented people. And so it was kind of like a once in a lifetime experience because they are also both in their 70s, I believe.
Yeah, it would be like watching Who's Line.
Yeah. Who is also doing a Missouri tour. Like
fuck.
Yeah. Come September, I think.
That's something I'm definitely interested in.
Yeah, they'll be at the factory in, closest one to us is the factory in Maryland Heights.
Yeah.
Which, I fucking hate that venue. But if I got the chance to find a bar near there and drink with Jeff Davis, I'd be pleased as punch, honestly.
Yeah, there's something they say when you're doing like auditions and there's like an actor there. You're like, you just want to make that guy laugh.
Yeah.
Because if you can make that actor laugh, and presumably the actor's like the main role or whatever, or like some executive or something in the show, if you can make that guy laugh, you're fucking in. That's how I would feel if I ever met any of them. And I feel so bad because like I would have to have a joke that clearly isn't fucking forced.
Exactly. You don't want to come off as doing a bit immediately.
Right, because I'm sure they get that all the time.
So you just gotta approach them as people and, you know, hope something comes up that really makes you shine. And if it doesn't, it wasn't your moment.
Alright. I think I've made it sufficiently nightmare.
That is pretty nightmare.
Oh, whoops, hold on.
What are we at time-wise?
30 seconds.
Alright. I think I got what I wanted to get across.
Yeah, I guess this one could have really benefited from a full a full prompt, but we had no way of knowing.
It also really depended on the characters and more so what styles you gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have done standard David, but I got this idea and I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, Dakota.
I have too much fun with the time lapse.
The time lapse is really cool.
Yeah, it's just fun for me. I don't even care about the rest of you. This isn't for you.
You just want more time lapse stuff. Are you doing time lapses for all your pieces now? Like, even in your own work?
No, but that's because I haven't. I'm not going to do it for my professional work, but it's also just because I've been doing traditional lately.
Gotcha.
And like, I probably won't. Well, I might do them for commissions.
Might as well. I mean, if it's just if it's no different, really.
It's actually kind of interesting to kind of like see some of the things I tend to do with my process too.
I guess you could also use that as a learning tool.
I think so.
See where you sort of like it's sort of like a heat map of activity.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see where you really slow down, where you don't want to slow down.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dakota, go ahead with talking about your piece there.
Gara.
It's Gara.
That's I don't know. I have no knowledge of the fucking donkey world.
Aside from, your teachings in real life.
Excuse me?
Someone's not reading their Bible.
Yes, you're right.
We'll have to talk about that after the show.
No, we won't.
But I'll give you 4 points.
Going off of that comment, though, remember to talk about the pig and picnic.
Oh, okay. Travis, before that, tell me about your piece.
Yeah, so obviously Acme, it made sense, and then I just tried to include as many... I didn't even include as many weapons as I wanted to, because there were other aspects I wanted to get to. I based it off of one guy in particular. I'll pull it up. The wrestler from that one particular episode. I just love how he's huge and has really tiny feet, because that's a very Looney Tunes staple.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to give him kind of twinkle toes, but I based it off of, fully roboted out David, and just wanted him to, like, unleash his whole arsenal.
Sorry, I was answering.
If it were actually Looney Tunes, he would just be like a bunch of gun barrels pointing out.
Right. You want something
from his
more.
point on the map.
Yeah. He would look like a Terra evolution. Well, I'll give
my
you
favorite Pokemon type, gun.
Yeah.
How come we don't get any gun Pokemon?
We probably have had one. But maybe not.
Steel Dark.
I'll go ahead and give you 5 points for that.
I gotta keep remembering to adjust the hue of my natural background so it stands out from the sky.
Oh, good point. I got lucky with mine.
Gun. That's such a... Okay, let's move on.
You good?
I just got mad at some DeviantArt.
Fair. DeviantArt's a good site to be mad at.
So I hear there's a movie recently that's really done well. Have either of you seen the new Spider-Man?
Nope.
High five.
It looks really good. I mean, I enjoyed the one before it.
That's pretty good. I
think
like
as well,
that one.
Yeah, it was I saw it in theaters and had a really great time.
Yeah.
And then they had a screening at a convention I went to where they, like, in a panel room, they just hauled in a bunch of couches. And so they just had all these couches and a popcorn machine set up, and they were screening movies the whole weekend.
That's awesome.
And rewatching that with some con friends that I only ever get to see at conventions was really spectacular.
I'm glad it held up. I've only seen it the one time I saw it in theaters, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
It was, it's one of the CG films that I would point to when you're like, you know, not you, but when someone's like CG sucks or whatever, you're like, well, it only sucks when they don't actually use the medium.
Yeah.
What?
I said it doesn't have to.
Right. It just sucks when, you know, they don't use it when I don't know, they just try to cheap out on it instead of actually utilizing it.
But would you be cool taking a quick break and you can see exactly what we're talking about when we get back?
Yeah. So guys, go get some water, go watch a trailer for the new Spider-Man movie. We'll be right back.
And we're back. I hope you're ready to find out what we were talking about. It's Spider-Man!
You know, that's
Everyone is shocked.
that spider guy. Did you guys watch the
Spider-Pal.
trailer? I didn't.
I did. And honestly, like, I thought they were going to do the storyline with the first one.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I'm surprised they didn't.
I mean, from what little I know about it, I'm pretty surprised as well.
It's just one of the stories I happened to read when I was big into comics.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised. I won't be going into it super surprised by anything other than beautiful animation and a great soundtrack.
I mean, really, do you need more than that? I mean, it's gonna have a good soundtrack. It's gonna have pretty good it's gonna have good choreography.
We have
It's gonna
great
look
actors,
nice. Yeah,
you know, playing
Like-
these characters really well.
it's poised for success, regardless of it being a superhero movie, and it will probably do fine.
Yeah, the studio behind this, they do really incredible work. Anyway, we're doing ourselves as Spider-Man. Back during the first movie, the Spider-Sona trend was all the craze. And we're finally doing it to ourselves all these years later.
If nothing else, we're fashionably late.
No, just in time.
That's right. A
For
hero.
the second one.
Yeah. Are people doing it for this one as well?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
It's a fun little thing.
Well, are you guys ready to share in this fun?
I am.
Good,
I'm
good.
still conflicted about how to go about it, but I'm gonna share my truth. I'm gonna open myself up and take whatever barbs come at me.
Yeah, show us the hero within. All right. It looks like Dakota's all set up. You guys got the time lapse thing?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, I got 60 on the clock. 3, 2, 1, draw. Do you fart a lot, Dakota?
Don't know, but I'm getting rid of that. I don't want that to be on the time lapse.
It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. So let's do this. So turns out I am within only a few degrees involved, or not involved, but I know someone who worked on the movie.
Oh shit.
One of the third years, my first year at the Cupid School, it turns out he ended up working on, they had like little comic covers for the new characters, as far as I know. I don't really, obviously I haven't seen it, so I don't know the movie, but he did one of them for one of the prominent new ones.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, I really like that they actually got comic artists for that. Especially him, he's so fucking good.
That's super cool.
Alright, I'm done. No. Figuring out how to go about this.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Look within.
No.
Well, you could use the fact that you refuse to look within to do something. Also, have you guys seen anything about the new game?
I've
Is
seen
it a
one
follow-up?
tidbit.
It is a follow-up. It's a timed PS5 exclusive, which means that it'll come to PC at least. But yeah, mild spoilers, but I mean, the previous game was titled this. You play as Spider-Man and then also Miles Morales.
Yeah.
And you can like GTA 5 hot swap between the two.
Oh, cool.
So that should be really fun. And Spider-Man in this one has the Venom suit, the symbiote suit.
Like out the gate?
I think pretty early, yeah. Because the any trailers that they've shown pretty much has him in it.
That's neat.
This one has what the fuck is his name? The hunter guy, the
Craven.
Craven, yeah. He's in it.
Neat.
It seems like it'll be pretty
He
cool.
doesn't get enough screen time.
Yeah, that's what I've gathered from anyone else that I've talked to about it.
He's gonna win all those Spider-Man trophies.
Yeah. People were really weirded out that the Venom, I'm gonna keep calling it that, suit wasn't in the first game, because the first game had like 30 or something suits from across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were surprised when it didn't have that. It's just because they were saving it for this one. They said that when they were doing it, they were like, we could just, add some visual flares or whatever, or we could have it actually like impact gameplay. And they were like, that'd be way cooler.
Yeah. Venom's gonna be a storyline.
Yeah. And it seems cool, like all of his attacks and finishers and whatever are like really a lot more brutal and a lot stronger, which I know is the whole point.
Maybe it'll be like playing Heartless Sora in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, maybe.
That's really neat, though.
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be really good. I mean, the other two were really good. Honestly, everything Insomniac's put out recently has been really good. The Ratchet and Clank game's coming to PC as well.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Wait,
Rift
when you
Apart-
say there's gonna be Spider-Man 2 gameplay in Spider-Verse, do you mean like the new one or like the old,
the new one,
like 2000s? Okay.
I'm
No.
assuming
What
Nevin
Looking
said
Elephant was saying about the Spider-Verse movie.
yeah.
Yes, it's very brief from what I've seen on Twitter. Like it's just like on a TV on like, probably like the opening shots or something, like on a TV in the apartment or something. But it's very small, and if it's a blink and you'll miss it sort of thing. Apparently there's a Lego portion? Huh.
Yeah. That
Okay.
that part sounded really cool to me.
Yeah, I'll have to see what that entails. Also, shit, I wish I made something for a multi-million-dollar superhero blockbuster movie. Like, that guy's got a nice paycheck, I would hope. And hopefully it's not just his
especially with all
parents, their
the
parents
time that
taking
goes
it.
into
Yeah.
animating, and especially like Lego animating.
The kid also made the trailer in Lego. I think maybe it's in Blender. You're not sure. I can look it up too.
Either way, if he
Yeah.
made Blender look like Legos, that's still impressive.
Viral fan made trailer. Okay. The Lego sections of the movie. Yeah, so apparently they also they haven't found a gender yet. Have a part in the movie as well.
Neat.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen any trailers because I'm like, I know I'm gonna see it. I don't need to see a trailer. They're not advertising for me.
I've just seen snippets.
Yeah, I've said it before. I don't really watch trailers because I'd rather see it how the artists want it to be shown.
Yeah, because the marketing people,
They don't give a shit.
they sometimes disrespect you. I liked it. For the first Avengers movie, they gave them fake clips to use for the marketing
That's so good.
that wouldn't spoil anything in the movie.
I love that.
I think that should be done more often.
Yeah. Though, then you do have the problem of people being like, hey, that didn't happen in the movie. Like, I was waiting for that part.
Oh yeah, well,
Too bad.
too bad, so sad.
Go home, tell dad.
Exactly.
And then they can just put those fake scenes that didn't happen on the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Or
it's
some-
content, baby. That's what you want.
Yep.
Speaking of content,
Mm-hmm.
Mega 64, baby.
Oh, yeah? Do tell.
They just had their 20th anniversary. They did a full day stream yesterday for the 20th anniversary of Mega 64 Day because it was
Oh.
6/4.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and they're going on. So they did like I don't know anymore. I think it's like almost a 7-hour stream of just different things they did, but it's all available on YouTube for free. And I found out that they're doing a live tour, and they're not coming around here, but the date they're doing in Minneapolis just so happens to be the day I'm driving up to Minneapolis for a convention.
Whoa, that rocks.
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked on that.
I'm looking at tickets for this Who's Line tour. Is Ticketmaster
Mhm.
the only...
Unless you can get to the box office. Ticketmaster has exclusivity deals,
everywhere?
so anytime I can make it out to the box office, I am. I'm going to do that for Jeff Rosenstock because I don't want to pay twice the ticket price in order to get a ticket. There's no way I was going to be able to make it to venue for the Baby Metal Death Clock tickets in time to get,
The seat you want.
the floor,
Right.
because I want to be in that pit. And it's like $65 a ticket, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. By the time I was done, it was $85 a ticket.
Yikes. Somehow, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, fuck Ticketmaster. So I
Yeah.
just, if I have the opportunity to, I'm going to avoid using them. But I know it's not always an option because tickets get bought up quick.
Yeah, unfortunately. Tickets for the Who's Line tour is only like $50 to $70.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. I have to check around because there's like there's 5 different places that it shows tickets might be available, but the only one it actively shows it with prices is Ticketmaster. I'm just looking.
You know what job to do, by the way.
I do have something to do.
You.
Thank you. One day this Kirby will devour all.
Oh, I can't wait for that sweet release.
The prophecy.
Nevins, what have you been up to? You do anything fun over the weekend? I mostly just watched Games Done Quick and played D&D.
Evans joined us on Thursday for our stream. That was a lot of fun. And you can catch that pod
Coming up?
fucking eventually, man, I guess.
Hey, they're coming out on a regular pace.
Yeah,
And thank you again.
almost like 10 regular paces.
9 or so.
But that was a lot of fun. Did another little mashup thing. Independent of this, because we hadn't even generated the prompts we were going to do for this one.
Yeah, it was still a little twinkle in our brains.
Twinkle in our brain and a song in our heart. That's how we do every stream here.
You went to a trampoline park? I wish I had gone to one of those in my younger days. Now I would have to be careful of my ankles dying. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Younger days would be like, I'll just break an arm. Who cares?
Yeah, because, I mean, the smaller the human, the more elastic they are.
Yep.
Well, good night, Nevins. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, good night. I went to a pagan picnic on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Didn't ask.
I meant to ask.
It was really cool.
Good.
So, apparently, it's been going on for a couple of years in St. Louis, and it's been growing and growing.
Oh.
And so they just had a bunch of vendors coming out to sell a bunch of cool wares. Like local artists and stuff.
Right.
Saw a friend there. Red. I know they stream. I believe it's twitch.tv/Red's Den.
What do they do?
Really incredible oil paintings.
Oh shit.
They've got like a Van Gogh inspired style, and they paint a bunch of stuff in that, so it's like that very textured, flowing movement style. I first stumbled upon them because they, mutual friends, but then I saw they did a video where they were doing a miso from Katamari Damacy. One of the cousins.
Yeah, I was
And
trying to
that
think
was-
which one.
It's the one with the miso soup for a head.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. What did you say their URL was?
I believe it's twitch.tv/Redsten. I don't have my follow list open at the minute, but I'll pull that up just to be sure, or I'll go look over at Discord.
Let's see. No, I don't think this is.
Sorry, it's twitch.tv/RedDenStudio.
In 2Ds? Yes.
Yeah. So go give them a follow. They do really incredible work. But there are also just some incredible crafts folks out there. Got to hang out with somebody and just, have a picnic. It was sweltering out, but it was enjoyable.
Oh, it's been ghastly hot recently.
Yeah, it's not a tenable heat.
One of the times I've been thankful that I live in a bunker. Because my basement stays pretty cool.
Because you're there.
That's true. When I'm not, it definitely heats up because I'm not going to cool down my side of the house without me being there.
I was calling you cool.
Oh, well,
I take that.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to live with that. My pepper plants have been enjoying the terrible heat, though.
Oh, yeah, they live for it. They eat it up and turn it into heat.
That's right, heat from my mouth and my butt.
Yeah. They
Wouldn't
convert
wanna miss out
sunlight
on those.
into pain.
Do you like spicy food, Dakota?
I do. I just handle it poorly.
You have a love-hate relationship.
No, it just I know better than to fuck with it because I mean it's gonna ruin me.
Yeah. Sometimes it's worth it, but yeah. Travis, I forget your take on spicy food.
I love it. I live for it. I've been able to handle it a little less lately because I've got an aging white guy's intestines.
You gotta get on that Prilosec train.
That won't stop me until the day it incapacitates me.
That's right. You'll die with a pepper in your mouth.
Peppers all the way down. I used to work at a sushi restaurant, and one of our sushi chefs would make this. He was from Korea, South Korea, and just made this incredible seafood stew. And there's just something like Thai chilies hit differently, and I think that's what kind of chilies they were using.
That's
But God, it was so good.
It's actually one of the pepper chilies that I'm growing.
Oh, nice.
That and ghost pepper.
If I'm talking, if I'm ranking peppers, I think, Scotch bonnets and habaneros are probably, top tier for me. Thai chilies they almost have, an acerbic flavor to them. But, ooh, they're really good in, oils and stuff.
I was planning on making some curry with them.
That'd be really good.
I'll probably get some, lamb or something, really go all out with it.
Nice.
Whereas the ghost pepper will just go in whatever. I might just make a sauce.
Yeah. Ferment a hot sauce.
Yeah.
A friend who lives in, I think he was in Tennessee at the time. Not sure if he's still there. He had made some hot sauce and was sending it out to people. And so I asked him for some, and also asked for some, I believe it was Carolina Reapers.
Yeah. Those are pretty hot.
So I got some of those and fermented a hot sauce with some pineapple, and I still have some, because it only gets better with age.
Oh, yeah. That's something I really like, is that it's meant to sit in your fridge.
Yeah. And so that's been really enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll have to look up some nice hot sauce recipes. 'Cause I would love like a really garlicky sauce.
Yeah. Kev the Bard followed us. Thanks,
oh, hell
Kev.
yeah. Thank you, Kev.
Oh shit! What's up, Kevin?
Streamlabs.
Somebody you know?
Kind of
Yep.
weird.
If it's who I'm thinking of, they'll confirm in a second.
What up? They did it.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Could be a stranger, but now they're that person in my mind forever.
They've assumed a new identity.
Anything they say and or do is just permanently associated with that person.
I love how you just like throw the mantle of identity theft onto them.
Well, yeah, because either it's a great opportunity or a horrible realization that I will do awful things for just not even a
Approval.
laugh. Yeah, for my own amusement.
Travis, do you have any interest in the new Street Fighter?
I haven't looked into it really at all. Would this be
This
6 or 7?
6.
6.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching somebody play. They have like a story mode.
Yeah, they have like a not even like a visual novel type story mode like you would see in many fighting games. It's like a 3D
Almost like-
world, create your own character, run around and talk to people sort of story mode.
Almost like Yakuza, I've heard.
Yeah, it seems a little like that. And you can just fight random people, like random pedestrians or whatever, or bad boys. But it seems really good. I've
So
heard.
you said bad boys made it sound like a dating sim.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. I don't think there's a dating
Can
element.
Yeah, give me like a Persona 3 dating element.
Maybe maybe they'll do that with DLC. There's a new really really strong girl that her whole like goal is to date or fuck Zangief.
Amazing. I didn't know that was her goal.
I've gotten in.
I've gotten in. Yep. Yeah, she's probably one of the characters I would play because I like bruiser characters like that. I played Cerebella in Skullgirls.
Yeah, I've seen some of the. I think Marissa is that character's name.
I think so.
I've seen some of her gameplay, and holy shit, it's like 10 trucks.
Hell yeah, that's what I love.
Yeah, it is a power character.
It's like in Guilty Gear, I liked the what was his name, the King guy, who had like 2 great swords. Do you know what I'm talking about, Travis?
Gear at all.
Fuck.
I love everything around it. Like I love the music and the characters I've seen and everything, but I haven't had a chance to play it because I don't have a good controller I can use for PC, and I don't think my PC will run it very well.
You never know, because fighting games can be very scalable. Not that it matters. I sent a picture of it in Discord just so you can see the guy. But he's a very, I think they're called, I don't think they're Rushdown, because Rushdown are very, like, boxer fast.
Yeah. I see. Okay. Yeah, he seems neat.
Those games always have such fun character designs.
Oh yeah, I love their character design immensely.
Mm-hmm.
Which character are you sharing? The king one?
Yeah, Leo White Fang.
That fucking name. Good lord.
It's like a brutal legend name.
It really is.
Jesus Christ.
This guy?
Yeah, this looks like... This is one of those characters to me that feels like they come on in an anime and you're instantly, before they speak, you're like, that's going to be the American character.
Yeah, that's this show's Armstrong.
Yeah.
It's their Bandit Keith.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I was trying to think of his name and couldn't.
Aaron, I'm curious.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you tell what's happening here? Whoops.
Maybe it's an elevator shaft? No. I would assume that's a... Okay, I'm thinking it's like a mall, and he's grabbing an elevator that's falling. Just judging by... Not quite? Okay.
You were along the lines of it being like a shaft.
Okay. Because I saw like I was thinking maybe it was like a clear elevator, and the diagonals behind him were like escalators.
Oh, I was just gonna have that be spider webs.
Oh, okay. But that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I can see where you got it.
And then the people are obviously below him. Though he is pretty close to him, so I wasn't sure if like that was a floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
this was more of like for the necessity of the shot.
Yeah. So not quite, but I'm also, I don't know, not great at that.
It's okay.
I know.
I'll tell you this. This is Corpo.
Corpo. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get into it later when I explain.
No,
Right.
we're past the cyberpunk thing, Dakota.
Yeah, that was like, whoa.
I just like the term corpo. I think it fits. It feels derogatory, and that's how I want them to feel. Aggressed and in danger.
Oh, we're about at 30 minutes. 31 minutes, really.
Probably focus on the spider itself.
I will be right back.
You've never heard from again.
That's right.
So you had a whole bunch of graduation to skip stuff all week in Dakota.
Thursday and Sunday. And then Friday was a slow day because I was super tired from dealing with my flat tire at fucking 11.
Yeah. That's fair.
So Friday was a bit of a wash, and then I don't really remember the rest. I'm sure Saturday I just worked or something. I don't know. Nothing special.
Fun. I had the picnic, I had the show. What else did I do? I guess that show was Saturday as well. Friday was kind of a work day. It's when I edited a whole bunch. Weekend just flew by. I had a D&D brunch yesterday. My sister had some theater friends who were leaving town, so not from around here.
Get out.
And wanted to do a one shot, and so I DM'd that, and we also brought a bunch of food together for brunch. So I opened up some bottles of mead, my homemade mead, and I made probably 24 waffles.
My God, you did have an eventful ass weekend rather.
Yeah. That might be why I've got some, like, residual tiredness. But it was really fun. It was a one-shot, like, I had ideas for and really got to flesh out. Where I started them off in a dark chamber. And, gave them just an inkling of a clue to get out, and they got out in just very commendable time. Only to find out that they were all in a basket, and they were all little, like little voodoo dolls, essentially.
Oh, wow.
And so thematically, it was really fun.
That's different. I like that.
So I had a lot of fun, like, kind of giving them analogs for, like, we took that moment to have them describe all their characters, and then I'm like, well, you're all close. And then I'm like, you have burlap skin, and sewn-on beads for eyes. The tiefling had horns made of seashells. And then, as they busted out their weapons, I gave them a bunch of sewing implements and different, trinkets. And the first thing they fought was just a centipede, like an actual centipede. But to them, it was giant.
Just out of curiosity, what level were they?
6.
Okay.
So I figured that'd be not, and everybody built their characters beforehand,
Yeah.
and it was really nice. And they were all experienced. Because I didn't want them to spend all this time on a character and then not get to use half their stuff.
Yeah.
But also, they left room for multi-classing or whatever. Which many of them did, and they all came up with really fun, interesting characters.
Do you ever reuse content for tables that would never really know?
I haven't before, but I'd be down to.
You're not
I like to see how
against the idea, yeah.
other parties kind of handle these situations, and it also gives me, I can polish it up a little bit before giving it to another party.
Yeah.
I have done that with one of my only long-running campaigns, and it was a joy for both those reasons. So you pretty much nailed it.
But I also get these little, wild hair ideas, and those tend to take priority.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For instance, on how there was a character in both the campaigns where they decided to kidnap the small child. But in only one of them did they get him addicted to cocaine first.
Huh.
So, you know.
It's the little things.
Yeah. This is too beefy.
Let's see how I did on my lines here.
They look pretty good to me.
I made mine beefy because I figured if I got spider strength, I'm going to be a little generous.
Yeah.
And I'd probably be a little more active. If I had spider powers, I'll be honest, I wouldn't be doing this show. I'd be out in the streets of St. Louis.
Would you be in St. Louis?
I figured that's where I said it, because that's where I am now.
Okay.
Ideally, no, but that's
Hey,
life, baby. Ideally, no.
Every city needs a superhero. You know, the superhero doesn't really pick the city. The city picks the superhero. They chose you. I'm sorry. It's unanimous.
Oof.
You know.
They could have picked so much better.
Well, at the time, they thought you were the best.
Well, listen.
It was
the city
between
gets what
you
they
and
deserve.
Dakota.
Yeah, the city gets what they deserve, and when they pick bad, you know, they just deserve bad. Why I'm probably going to end up in Flint, Michigan.
Travis, what's the number one crime you look for?
Police brutality.
Oh,
You brutalize the police, then report it. So, like, sir, you are the problem?
and you're just gonna let him get away with it?
Or you just want to taunt them? It's like, well, come catch me.
Well, then why don't you put a stop to it?
Do something already.
I'd love to brutalize more. And then they go, the only way we can stop him is if we stop being cops. And then there's no more cops in St. Louis. Thank you.
Yeah.
Really cleaning up the streets.
Then they all become criminals. And the thugs get
Doing
mad
that
that
part.
that the new criminals come in on their
Weren't
turn.
they already?
I was gonna say become?
Yeah. Well, so no, they just make it official and then get hired as cops.
Oh, okay, they rebrand.
Yeah, they just do the full switcheroo.
Like, if I had this power, St. Louis would be like that section of, was it Seattle?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was like a
Uh,
demilitarized zone in Seattle for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, the people rose up.
And how'd that go?
I didn't follow up because I'm thinking locally.
I think
That's a nice
eventually
way
just
of saying I have a short attention span and it doesn't affect me.
I think eventually it just dwindled.
Yeah,
There was
It's
just a
obviously
return
like
to
the-
normalcy.
the city proper kind of took measures against it.
Yeah. There's a I think a throwaway character in Better Call Saul. That is just trying to raise enough money to secede from the
Oh, yeah.
government.
It's wonderful.
He pays him in like $500,000. Like, this money will be good when we secede. Dollars.
It's just money with that character's face on
Yeah.
it.
Monopoly money, essentially. Though arguably less valuable.
Money's a fake idea. It
Yeah,
has the value we give it.
but what I meant is that Monopoly money at least got sold for actual money.
Oh yeah.
Like, has an MSRP. But yeah, money is just fake. It's just a promise of value.
Well, good news. So am I.
Hey, you've made good on it so far.
Oh, yeah.
We'll ring you for whatever you're worth. Aaron, I mean, you don't get to participate this in the drawing aspect, but what would you do if you were a Spider-Man?
Oh, jeez. Let me think for a sec.
That's not something a Spider-Man gets to do.
Well, Spider-Man has, super reflexes. I would imagine he thinks really fast.
Yeah, well, you're super fucked. Think on your feet.
Okay. Well, I'd probably be doing this show.
You know, you're the only one here who's not a fucking coward and just said it as it is. I appreciate that.
Realistically, what would I be doing? Would I be doing justice?
Internet justice?
Would I be doing Nodist?
Is that naughty justice?
Yeah, that's naughty justice.
Oh my god. Alright, I think I'm going to be leaving out parts of this man so I can actually get it in. I did like a whole concept, so there's some give and take here.
I'd probably find some way to monetize it, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to, it'd be a way to have power in the world that it exists, and that is a way to affect change.
As awful as this is, probably TikToks.
Hey, product of the times.
Yeah, I recognize the value in social media and, the stupidity of children. To pass up on that if I had the ability to.
He's gonna abuse our children.
I mean, I said it. But I don't have spider powers, so I'm not doing that.
I'll go ahead and talk about it since it is my spider persona.
Yeah.
I thought if I had these powers, what would I do? Not I didn't go, what if I was Spider-Man? I said, what if I had spider powers?
Same.
And my take was I would probably enact in copious amounts of corporate espionage.
Nuts.
Because my idea of trying to do good wouldn't be stopping random thugs and stuff, because I think the likelihood of actually running into that would be comically low.
Yeah.
I just think fucking over corporations that were terrible. So, any of them.
Hell yeah.
That'd be my idea. And I'd obviously just use it as a bastard band to hide the fact that I was making money off it.
Yeah, you gotta make money to overthrow the system.
Yep.
If I was trying to do good, maybe robbing Walmart delivery trucks and feeding the poor.
Nice.
Yeah, because I do not like Walmart.
Agreed.
No one's ever going to question our political leanings on this show.
Hey, we're just honest about it, you know?
Yeah.
It'll be used in the deposition.
Against Walmart, I agree.
No, against us.
No, I mean, we're going to take down Walmart. I'm calling my shot for 2024 a little early.
All right, Walmart, you heard it. Your move.
We are available for sponsor.
Next. Dakota, what did you say was going to happen this year? Do you remember your New Year's prediction? Because Travis
I actually
came through to an extent. If you remember an AI in court.
I remember Travis's because we talked about him getting it right right after.
Right, it was like a week or two.
I can dig through my files after I finish this little chunk.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what it was. I don't know. Do you remember, Travis?
I don't.
It was a lot less of a solid guess than what Travis had.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now,
I
obviously,
mean, that was like
it was a while ago.
parallel to what actually happened.
Yeah. Obviously, they haven't had every color or whatever, but have there been any spider suits that they haven't really had color of, like had as a color? Because like you're making it green right now, and I don't know if you're keeping that, but that's what made me think of it.
No. This is gonna lean a little more classic. Mine's gonna be black, white, and red.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going like the silk colors. I don't know if you're familiar with the character.
Maybe.
Trying to think. I've seen green and purple on top of the red, blue, white, gold, black. Green and purple are less common, but they're there. Miles is usually red and black. Red, blue, white, black, and gold are like the really staple ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I know enough about the spider people outside of that.
Yeah.
And there are infinite of them, so it could be anything.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that file. And hold on, let me check my phone first because I saw it go off. Ugh.
By the way,
Yeah.
you're at about 13 minutes.
Cool.
I'm gonna start getting into mine a little bit. My thought process behind it was a lot less noble than Dakota's.
I don't.
The first
don't know
thing
if
I thought
found
of was
Oh,
mobility, and like
Yeah.
New York's such a big part of Spider-Man because that's how he gets around.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what would I do out here in St. Louis? It's so spread out. Because I just kind of took it, assuming I am where I am, and, you know, what would I do?
Right, yeah.
And I've got a bulletproof vest because I
Because it's St. Louis.
I also assumed I don't have Peter Parker's brain. I have my own idiot brain.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm not making these super gadgets or anything like that. I've just got the super strength and, you know, the reflexes and everything. But, you know, I'd be going out and protesting cops and assisting protesters with medical aid. So I gave him a backpack full of, like, first aid supplies and would rush people to hospitals, and so I'd learn more about the hospitals in my area. But also, like, St. Louis does have a tremendous gun violence problem. So, whatever bulletproof I can get, I'd make it kind of goth themed because I'm a little goth poser with those aesthetic leanings. And I feel like I have enough cosplay know-how to cobble something together. And big old boots are a big part of that, which are also good for keeping my feet safe when I'm running around and stomping cops.
Yeah, because you never know when the cops might confiscate some needles.
Yeah, and I would be... Honestly, I don't think I'd be terribly active, because just based on my own proclivities now, because, like, I don't go to as many protests as I would like. I tend to be very much invested in like my own shit. Unfortunately, I don't spend as much time out there as I would like to
Yeah,
at
but
protests and stuff.
I think if you had powers, that would change.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, well, shit.
I'm a little morally dubious, so I might monetize in certain ways. Remember, if you're stealing from a cop, it's not stealing.
I mean, they already stole it, so really you're just returning it, or trying to.
Yeah. But I think I'd find more ways to kind of give back to the community. Mine is on a Lime scooter, because that's how I thought I might best get around.
Yeah. At first I thought you were like, are you doing a Ninja Turtles thing? I mean, you got the fucking scooter, you got a backpack that at that time kind of looked like a turtle shell.
Right.
Why will it... What the fuck? Oh, god damn it. There we go.
So I think my intentions would be noble and my execution would be flawed.
I think most superheroes' executions are pretty flawed at the start. Like, I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing here is just like you're like level 2 of Spider-Manning.
Yeah, and then level 3, I take your ID and I get on TikTok and I get popular.
Yeah.
And then I run for local government as a Spider-Man.
Oh, hell yeah. People would totally elect Spider-Man. Just for the meme of it. And then they go, shit, there's an actual Spider-Man that we just elected. Or, well, they'd go, hell yeah, there's an actual Spider-Man that we just elected.
Mayor Spider-Man.
Years of joke Mickey Mouses.
Well, then it becomes a debacle about which Spider-Man...
I mean, if other Spider-Mans want to come up and try to claim the throne,
right.
It's kind of easy to prove that you're Spider-Man when you just hang upside down.
Well, I mean, there's other people with spider powers, presumably.
Then we're just going to have like a Highlander.
Fuck, that sounds awesome.
All the Spider-Mans killing each other so that they can be mayor of their shitty town.
Absolutely.
I mean, it writes
Spider-Mayor.
Spider-Mayor.
Hear this, Marvel? We want writing credits.
Yeah. If I see this happening, we know where you got this idea.
The next what if?
They've already got so many safeguards against that.
Do they?
Oh my god. They have every legal contingency. Because, everything Marvel's done, somebody else has thought of.
Right.
There are no original ideas.
Exactly. But a lot of people don't want to recognize.
And that line between, like, inspiration, homage, and theft is so...
It's so hard to...
nebulous.
Yeah. And it could have even been like something you saw years and years prior, only once, and then like you never thought of again, but your brain still remembered it in a way.
Yeah. Or, just inspired by the same things as somebody else, and then, parallel thinking. But, I mean, ultimately it comes down to, like, how do you handle that situation, I guess.
Yeah.
And it differs from situation to situation. If it's a big corporate entity that, as one of the opponents, they are ultimately in the wrong.
You won't find me disagreeing there.
Also, I think my Spider-Man name would be the Recluse. It's
Appropriate.
good luck catching me out there.
Also, we do have recluses here, so it's appropriate.
Yeah.
So I think we have brown. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Also, non-cop crime I would bust. Any violent crime I would probably try.
Okay, you don't just target cops.
I mean, that's primary, but I think I would try and I would learn de-escalation methods and just try to stop violent crime.
Okay.
But number one perpetrators,
Right. Of course.
yeah. But also, like, St. Louis has, like, a driving problem.
I have heard that.
People go out of their, like, and it's just, a handful of people. They get a car they have no business driving and, drive it like they stole it. And it's just, they create hazards for everyone else. So I think that's another thing I'd target as Spider-Man.
It's just reckless drivers.
Yeah, I would web their... Well, I guess I'm going to give myself web shooters. I would web their wheels to the ground, and then I'm essentially booting their car.
Okay, so you don't, produce the web in a way that you can shoot it out? From your body?
I think that'd be the only way I can give myself web powers, because...
Where would you shoot it out?
Just wherever.
Oh, okay, it comes out of your pores.
Something like that. And then I funnel it all into one little hole like a Bakugo.
Ew. Yep. God, the inside of your suit would just be a gross, sticky mess.
My entirety would be a gross, sticky mess.
I'm just imagining, tendrils of web crawl, it looks like it's under your skin, just crawling up your suit to reach outside of the one little hole you cut out.
Ah, get it off me. I hate it now.
Yep.
Wish I never got these powers.
Well, if only you were smarter. Only you went to college. For Spider-Manning.
You dumbass. Alright, I think I'm gonna call mine here. I know there's 2 minutes left, but there's just no way I'm gonna get anything else that's
Right.
really gonna
Sell it more.
sell it. Yeah. The most, other than the premise, I think the most interesting thing I did was I decided to give him the web shooters on the legs.
I saw that.
Just because I feel like the only reason I would have them is that I stole them from a corporation who stole them from Spider-Man.
So you're bayoneting with your web shooters?
Yeah, well, I think the whole idea is if I'm going more for espionage,
Hanging up.
I'm going to be doing a lot of scaling, a lot of soft steps, and I would want to use the webs as padding or cushioning.
Yeah. Use them for triage.
Solid snake spider, yeah.
And shooting them from my wrist would draw a lot more attention than using them up above. Just, use them to scale up or down buildings or do dumb shit like that. It's that D&D thing. Nobody looks up.
That's so true.
I spent way too long on my pose trying to get that down.
Yeah, at first I thought you were just drawing yourself in bed.
I could see that too. Of course, if this is my position in bed, it looks like I'm either trying to fuck or shit. So,
Or both.
or both. I'm Spider Freak. There you go.
Ooh, I like it. That's how you make your money.
Is that your OnlyFans, just Spider Freak? I guess you could be a really interesting cameraman for yourself if you had spider powers. Get those really cool shots.
Yeah. That's what Peter Parker does.
Yeah, but not for an OnlyFans. Though, maybe next year's Marvel or the next time that they do a reboot.
They'll have an Only Heroes site.
Gross. They could totally make infinite money with that.
There's infinite money out there because there's infinite universes.
That's right. Oh, man. What are they doing not tapping into that? I bet you there's like a billionaire out there who's just trying to discover another universe so he can steal all their money.
I think that was the plot of the first Spider-Verse movie.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, Kingpin, had that, or rated that whole multiverse setup.
Why was he trying to do that, though?
Because he's bad.
Oh, okay.
And he's the bad guy in the movie.
Fucking neat! Spider-Man, why don't you let me have all these neat toys?
Yeah, I need to rewatch. I'm not sure his motives are especially clear.
I'm too smart for Hasbro.
So what do you think? What do you rate our heroic prowesses?
Okay. I gotta rate it first on just what you showed me and the prompt itself. So it's yourself as Spider-Man. That's the prompt, as your own Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you accomplished that because you were talking about earlier about like biking to work. So I think that you would, if you were to use a vehicle and not be able to use your spider powers to get around, which is probably also tiring. Using your powers. I think a scooter works for the St. Louis area, especially with how spread out it is. So I think that's very appropriate. I think you did that well.
I think I'd also hitch rides to events and stuff. Just get on like a protest page and be like, hey, can I hitch a ride? And then I'm just sitting in their passenger seat with my spider backpack. Like, hey man, I really appreciate this.
Would you ever sketch?
Oh,
Man,
I gotta learn to skateboard.
Well, you could scooter hitch.
Well, in my picture, I'm riding a Lime scooter.
True. That's true. But yeah, you could learn to skateboard. I think Spider-Man would be really good at sketching.
Yeah, I think the momentum of a skateboard would work better for sketching too.
Yeah.
As Spider-Man. Get a longboard. And I can carry it around with me on my back.
It's true.
Whenever I'm scaling a building.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Surfer Spider-Man? I'm sure that's happened. I'll give you a 5 there
for Long Beach Spider-Man.
For the execution, yeah. And then your heroism, you mentioned your main points were police crimes, protests, and de-escalation. I think those are pretty heroic, pretty Spider-Man-y. I do wish Spider-Man would punch more cops in the comics, but we can't get what we want all the time. I think that's full points. I think that puts you up to 16.
Ooh.
Now, Dakota.
Hello?
Let's see. Your main points were corporate espionage. I think that was it.
Pretty much.
Hey, no problem with that. And you're zooming in on that bulge. Corporate
espionage. And with the distraction.
A whole different kind of webbing.
Solid
anyway.
snake spider. Yeah, pretty much.
A very solid snake. I did.
Wow.
I did
forget. Be on the Only Heroes.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
Oh,
you're not just.
By the way,
You're not just flashing to that.
No, back to it. I found out guillotine was my prediction.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh yeah, we
That
don't
was
know how to
being-
protest in this country.
I was being facetious. Well, if I would have put a French flag in the background, maybe I was right. But
Oh yeah, yeah, you didn't specify.
That's true. But yeah, I'm all for.
I'm not saving the van. Get out of here.
Please
Sorry.
no. It's okay. I do like that you stole the web shooters from someone else. That's fun. Give you 4 there.
Just a little thief.
Why are you a little peeved?
No, I'm a little thief.
Oh,
I'm not peeved. It's been a good day.
I was gonna say it's been a good show. And then heroism, stealing from shady government. Now I assume shady, or how does someone hire? Does someone hire Spider-Man? Does he just?
Oh no, it's free. If someone wants to hire me, it's because they want to further their own corporation. Fuck
Gotcha.
that.
So where does he get this info? Does he like find out about their stuff on the the dark web?
No, I would
Fucking lean into it, man.
the method would just be unironically just random selection.
Oh, he just finds the tallest building and breaks into it.
He just chooses corporations at random, because if this was something I would be doing as with spider powers, I would be paranoid that everything would be a setup once I gained attention. So I would randomly find targets and try to just destroy their business if they were up to bullshit.
So do you
You don't
just
have to. You don't need much intel. I mean, they're pretty overt about it.
Yeah, well, I would probably be trying to
Wells
dig up.
Fargo,
Yeah.
Amazon.
It'd be chaos, like wiping records, destroying secret servers, fucking with offshore accounts, stuff like that.
Seeking out and punching Jeff Bezos in the mouth.
Yeah, no, beating up the people who have clearly been involved in nasty shit.
Ooh, I know some people I would hang upside down from a building.
and then what?
Leave.
Oh, okay. Well, I gave you both full marks for this. I think you pulled off the prompt well. I think time was the only real limiter there, and I mean, if I took away points from one of you for that, I'd take away points from both, because I mean they're not fully done. At least I don't think so.
This is my finished piece. Yeah.
Okay.
The points come across.
The point does come across, yeah.
Also, I would hang upside down from the arch just because, like,
Just
Of
because.
course.
I want that. I want that shot.
That would be a really cool shot. I'm surprised they haven't ever done that. I mean, they may have. I don't know. Spider-Man, the Arch. I found a bunch of balloons because I forgot that there's a bunch of Spider-Man balloon arches. So that's not gonna work. Anyway, Travis, that makes you our winner this week. What do you have to say about that?
Wowee. With great power comes great responsibility.
No, Spider Wowie.
Oh, I mean, wowee, but in a big
Spider-
comic action bubble.
Thank you, thank you. Respect my craft. I was lettering today.
Oh, perfect.
How many bamfs and pows did you get out today?
None. I was mostly putting shit on billboards.
I'm sorry, buddy. It's tedious.
It's gotta happen at some point.
Well, that's our show, fellas. You got-
Hooray!
Thank you all for coming out.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for Kev the Bard for the follow. Thank you, Nevins, for the kind words. I hope that you are in bed right now, just sleeping your little butt off.
Say that like he's got an AirPod with us still on, and
He might.
Don't forget to put it back on in the morning.
You better be watching us all the time.
No, his butt.
Oh. Yeah, please reattach that in the morning.
Yeah, it gets uncomfortable. It's sweaty.
Never leave home without it.
Alright. You guys got anyone you're interested in rating?
I just checked. I have no one online.
Let's see. Got Skadge playing Rimworld or Co-Star playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Either's
Let's
good
do
with me.
Co-Star.
All right.
I forget. Was that just co-star with 2 R's?
One second. Let me tab back over. Nope. Co-Star. All one. I got it.
Or okay. Oh, with an E, not 2 R's.
I was had to check too because I'm just
Right.
like, oh man.
Travis, do you think there'll be a Thursday show?
Keep an eye on that Facebook. Keep an eye on that Twitter. It's nebulous at this point.
Alrighty. Well,
Just like us.
Anything can happen.
Or
You know, there are infinite universes where we are streaming, and there are infinite where we aren't on Thursday.
Ooh, there's even one where the show ends